Data distribution. So how is data, what is the shape of the distribution when we look at a data set? So for example, let's consider these four distributions: uniform, normal, skewed right, and skewed left. So let me start with the normal distribution. So for example, let's say that we take an exam. Okay, so suppose we take an exam and the average is, I don't know, it's maybe a 50%, maybe the exam was a little bit hard, you know. So it looks like most of the values are concentrated, or most of the exam scores are concentrated in the middle. So this is the shape of a normal distribution, you know. So 50%, that's the average. Not too many people got 100%, and not too many people got 0, but yet maybe one student got a 0%, maybe 5 students got a 25, maybe 6 students got a 75, you know, and so on and so forth. So that's when we have a perfect symmetric distribution of the data, right? We start with low scores, and then we have a lot of scores in the middle, and then just a few high scores. Skewed right. Skewed right. So for the skewed right, well, you can think of an exam that was really, really hard that almost everybody failed. You know, almost no one got 100%, but many people right here got a 35%. You know, that's like the average. You know, but many people got between 25% and maybe 45. Really low scores. Right, really low scores. Maybe this exam was really, really, really hard that most people failed, and maybe 2 people, 3 people here got an 85. 2 people got a perfect A. On the other side, we are gonna have the skewed left, which is the opposite of the skewed right. In this case, well, maybe the exam right here was really easy, that almost everyone got between A's and B's. Almost nobody failed. Do you see that if we go from 0 to 100, almost no one failed the test. Let me go up to the uniform distribution. The uniform distribution, so suppose I have 20 students in a statistics class. So a uniform distribution is going to have this shape like a rectangle. Why is that? Because if I have 5 students, 5 students, 5 students, 5 students getting an A, 5 students getting a B, 5 students getting a C, 5 students getting a D. So this distribution is very, very uniform. You know, if we go back to the example of the height of the basketball players, here the distribution of the heights of the players is more uniform. They're closer to one another, as opposed to over here. If you look at it's more skewed to the left, skewed left. You know, the higher heights are more on the right than on the left, and over here they're more uniformly distributed. And yes, this is a the kind of trend that you might want to consider, that you might want to observe when dealing with data and see how is the data distributed. All right.